I remember one time I didn't think that smoking and driving I was able to do it because I used to have really bad paranoia with smoking, and I never forget one night I was in Philly. I was driving, and I'm dirty, like meaning I don't have no license. I think my I have a license, but like my paperwork is fake. Everything in the car shouldn't be on the street. And
Cool shit, man. Cool shit.
Yeah, really, you can call it cool. It's dumb shit, but
I call it cool because I'm never gonna do it. I'm from the burbs.
Yeah.
All these city stories make me go.
Y'all huff paint. That's
There's such a lifestyle.
Yeah, it's a dumb lifestyle.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing.
I never huffed. Never
Here's
huffed.
the thing.
That's
If
good.
I got a car that's dirty, like, and there's a lot of grown men in Philly, like, that are still like my age now that have dirty, but they just use them to go to work. And that's it. There's a lot of men in the city who don't have licenses. As a matter of fact, I had a realtor who showed me my first apartment here. And the end of the paperwork that we had to sign, he accidentally included his like DUI court paperwork. So it's like, yeah, and he's showing us all of these apartments in an Audi, you know what I mean? But he has DUIs and his license is suspended, and you know what I mean? So it's a pretty common thing. There's a lot of men on the streets with no license.
With no license.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shout out to DJ Who Kid. That's another guy I know has no license at all.
Now they know.
Like, no, he goes to jail all the time. Every time he gets pulled over, he goes to jail.
Yeah.
He just deals with it. And like, I was like, all right.
Sometimes you just gotta play that game, man.
Right. But like,
Uber.
Everybody lane different.
I'm high and I'm trying to get home, and I'm by myself and I'm driving. I'm paranoid. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna make it. And I'm driving through North Philly, 15th Street on Temple's campus, for all my Philly people listening. And I ran over something. You hear it at the bottom of the car. Clink, clunk, clunk, clunk. I'm like, oh, and I'm looking in the back in the rear view mirror, and something's spinning around in the street, but it's dark. I can't see what it is, and I'm like, yo, just go. But then I'm like, see, this is where you fuck up, because that's probably something that you need for the car. And because you so high and paranoid and out of your mind, you about to fuck up, and then you're going to find out you needed that piece.
Okay.
I was going back up, but I'm like, that's going to look suspicious. So let me spin the block. So I go down the block. I go make a left, go out to Broad Street, go back up, make another left, come back down the street. By this time, I forgot why the fuck I was driving around
now
the block.
you just hide.
Now you just hide looking
block.
So now I'm coming back down 15th Street and plop, 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 plop. I run over it again. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Like, that was the whole reason why I ran around the block. Shit, man. Like, I'm too high to drive around the block again, man. Should I back up? Nah, that's going to look suspicious. You know what? I'm going to leave the car in the middle of the street, put it in park, and I'm going to get out and run back and see what it was. So I leave the door open, and I'm running up the street. It's a fucking stick. It's a stick that fell off of a tree over here. And I'm like, oh, man. And as soon as I see that, who comes around the corner? Whoop, whoop. And I'm just like, you got to be fucking kidding me, right? Like, now, they never pulled me over, but just the paranoia of, I'm high as a kite. My car is in the middle of the street. The door is open. I'm looking at a stick in the street.
Yeah.
Like, they got every reason to pull me over right now. And I don't have no paperwork to justify me being on the road. And I'm just like, this is where you fuck up. This is where you fuck up. You were terrible. Stop smoking weed.
Stay in your car.
Yeah, yeah.
Stay in your car.
Don't ever get out.
It could have been a person. Fuck it. Stay in a car. Stay in the car. When
That's coming from a cop's daughter.
When I got hit by a
could've been a
car,
person.
that nigga stayed in the car. I don't even know who he is.
You got
Stayed
hit
in
by
the
a
car.
car.
You got hit by a
He
car?
stayed in the car. Yep.
All right, so arrested,
Yeah,
now hit
tell
by a
us
car.
I've been through life.
It's unfolding. I
Right.
like this. This is a good story.
What happened when you got hit by a car?
Oh man, this was an epic story.
Make sure you eat the mic too. Get closer to it.
So this was New Year's Eve, 2010.
Okay.
Okay.
This is probably the first year I've been back outside since I got hit by a car. Like
Damn.
2010. Yeah.
It's been 14 years.
It's been 14 years.
New Year's Eve,
But
she's scarred.
Yeah, it's correct. Yeah, not on that day. So I was pretty drunk. I had like maybe a bottle of tequila.
Okay.
Back when my body could handle that.
Yeah.
Never not now. And I just remember my homegirl was crossing the street to take she was like, the bus is here. We couldn't find no cab. She's like, the bus is here. And I just remember looking back and like, I was just in the air. Like, I don't even know.
Yes.
I
Yo.
was just-
Not
it
to
was
interrupt
very
this
swimming
story.
pool, Kendrick Lamar.
I've been hit by a car before.
And you just
also.
you're in the air like
You have
nothing.
no idea
You
what the
fly.
fuck just happened.
Oh, you
It's
fly?
just 1 minute you're walking and the next minute you're like,
Boom,
whoa,
in the
wait,
air.
what?
And your shoe is off.
Yeah.
That's You're in socks.
You got hit so
hard
your
that it knocks
shoe
you
came off?
out your shoe.
Wait, were your shoes tied though?
They were.
That's
They
crazy.
were. Them shits was tied. It was winter.
God.
It's when I had on boots.
Yeah.
Knocked me out my boots.
Knocked my boots off.
Literally. Knocked me off my feet.
Remember on Ghost? Remember that movie Ghost, Patrick Swayze?
Yeah.
Remember Prospect Place Willie got hit so hard, his soul was down the street? Remember he got up and he walked back to see what the commotion was?
Yeah.
It was him hit by a truck?
Yeah.
He said, damn, my God.
Yep.
And that guy kept going. Did they ever catch him or anything?
Nah, never.
No?
Never.
How bad were your injuries?
I mean, when it get below 30 degrees, it get a little funny. But other than that, I'm cool.
That is a football player's daughter.
My knee get a little.
Like I almost didn't catch on to what you were saying.
That is
like
a football player's daughter right there.
And I do know when it's gonna rain.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah. So your
Like
bones and
like my bones sound like they need WD-40.
Okay.
It's a squeak.
You got a lot of that soft shit rattled round up in there.
Yeah.
And it's hard life.
How old were you when that happened?
Oh, this was
2010. I was what?
20.
I was 29.
21?
21.
Fuck, man. Yeah. That's like, that sucks to have like those kind of permanent injuries from such a young, weird accident. Like, were you even in the right in the street or were you drunk and in the wrong?
I think both was.
Both of them?
Both was drunk.
Yeah.
And wrong.
I'll never forget when I was in Pittsburgh, I had to go to traffic court for something, and the case before me was these girls who were visiting their friends in college. And they basically were underage drinking and went to a party, but from them being wandering around in the street, the girl ended up getting hit by a car. And they like, now her parents are involved. Like, they're coming from Connecticut to be like, blah, blah, blah. But it's funny trying to get the judge to pull out from her. Like, the testimony was clear. These girls were drinking. They wandered in the street. They got hit. The guy was trying to help them, but they were so, that they just kind of wandered away from him. So he left the accident. So we're listening to this case, you know what I mean? Because the parents, they want justice. They're like, my daughter was hit. And it's like, nah, your daughter is a drunk who kind of wandered into the street and then walked away from an accident while people were trying to help her. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to make her the victim right now.
Yeah.
She was she came to Pittsburgh on your dime and underage drank and got hit by a car.
Dang.
Yeah, I crossed that street New York style, like in the
in
the middle of that. No crosswalk. No, I crossed that bitch in the middle.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
a
so
Philly
glad.
thing too. We jaywalk like a motherfucker in Philly.
Yo.
Like in Philly, if you see a black person in a boot, it's probably because their foot got ran over.
Yeah. Yeah, because there's a couple of moments for you to skedaddle your ass out of there, and I missed that mark.
Yeah.
Like I saw the lights and was like, oh, oh,
Full on deer.
didn't like I didn't clear it. Like
Yeah.
I remember waking up and be like, oh, I didn't clear it.
Didn't clear
I
that.
thought I got it with the got him,
He got me.
and I
Nicked me a little bit.
I remember being
Damn.
on the ground and be like,
That's crazy.
oh, I didn't clear
bro.
it. Shit. I thought I
Yeah.
cleared it. Yeah.
That is wild.
Yeah.
Cleared it.
I didn't clear it.
Yo, when I opened my eyes, I was like, I didn't clear the car.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I didn't clear the car.
Yeah. That's the weirdest when you stop clearing shit. I remember my body got older and I knew I needed to get back in shape when I wasn't doing good hopping turnstiles.
I was never good.
You ready for this shit? Let me see
I'm
if
way too top heavy to
hopping a turnstile. Yeah,
You gotta be.
that's like running with luggage.
You gotta be light up here. I was never good.
You ever try to hop a turnstile? You got a duffel bag.
Nigga, one time I hopped a turnstile and I had my AirPods in. So the music is gone, but I got to the bottom of the steps and it started chopping up. And as I realized, like, fuck, I dropped my phone. So now I got to miss the train to go back upstairs, gather my phone off the floor. And it's just like that. You feel like someone's going to be like, you're in trouble now. But it's like, no one said anything, but it's still that awkward feeling of like,
I'll tell you an awkward feeling. I remember I tried to jump like a railing because the other side was just, I guess, lunch tables. I was in Camden. I was with a group. I used to be, this is some shit I'm about to tell you. I used to sing in a choir. This was back in the day, church boy days. And it was called, what was it? Jehovah's Chosen, right? We was doing an outdoor festival, but it rained. So, right, everything's pretty wet. So I went to go jump this banister. Not only didn't clear the banister, right? I fell on the table, and you know the lunch table got a bench to it, and then I hit the ground. So I fell 3 times. It was crazy, and everybody saw it. And they watched me go, oh, doo, like they were, like it was like, doo. It was like a funny, I fell 3 times.
Those are always.
Niggas cracked, like I had never seen a group of black people laugh that fucking hard.
They ran.
Like, ran.
Yeah, flip.
It's the worst.
Fell 3 times. So I understand. But not getting hit by a car, I can't hold a flame to that. But I fell 3 times at once. It was pretty bad.
I know how to fall now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bust my ass, get right back up. You be like, you good?
Even if I'm not going to tell you.
Yo, you don't even know what a tailbone is until you
break it.
Until you hurt one.
Until you hurt it.
You be like, what's that?
Yeah.
What's that?
Is it moving?
Yeah.
Is it moving?
That, tailbone.
Not getting away with shit. Yeah. I love when I see people that like try to run from people and like try to scale a fence or something and don't make it. Or like if you just see somebody that's just slow and somebody's chasing them and they just get hawked down like by police or some shit like that.
I am not a fence scaler. Again, I don't. I was at a party that got shot up in Brooklyn.
Okay.
And it was.
You're from Brooklyn, right?
No, I'm from Queens.
Okay. Sorry about that.
No, it's all good. And it was getting shot up, so everybody is trying to scale the fence, but it's one of them thin fences. So when I got on it, it's like leaning.
Oh yeah.
It's like I'm like, ugh.
Yeah. Like when they turn the electric off at Jurassic Park.
Everybody's getting past me.
That's what makes it worse is seeing other people manage it so easily, and you're like, wait, why does my body not
funny?
work
when
like
you
this?
climbing up and look back down, what the fuck is wrong with her? I don't know.
I feel like I looked up, somebody kicked me back down. I was like, no.
It's like at that point, it's moving so much, you might as well just go under it.
I just had to find a spot in the fence. I was like, fuck this, find a spot.
Yeah, man.
Find a spot. You're not gonna die here. You're not gonna die.
Too high to get over, too low to get under.
This episode of No Need for Apologies was performed in front of a studio full of people that were half listening while they were working on something else.